Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you. It's very beautiful too. Thank you. Um, well, thanks for welcoming me to your lovely facility, oh, to your town. I've been here many times before. I did a lot of the Sisters of Avalon record over in Hendersonville. I drove down your highways to study with David Schnaufer, who was a professor at Vanderbilt, Dulcimer. Um, and I think it's such an, I mean, it's about time I actually made a country record. I've done dance stuff here and, some kind of Appalachian stuff, with David Schnaufer. But it was kind of exciting to come here and make a record that's an homage to country. Um, it's all kind of my favorite singers. And I saw the documentary Nashville Cats, and I kind of felt like, oh my God, I'm missing out. And I just wanted to say that it was actually Seymour Stein's idea to do this kind of an album. I wanted to work with Seymour Stein forever, and I finally did that. That was on my bucket list. In 1990, I sang with Katie Lang, and she said, "Oh, there's a little country in you. I know there is." And I finally, after all these years, got to, sing, and it's a real singer's album. I realized when I was singing it that I kind of heard some of these songs growing up on my Aunt Gracie's transistor radio, the little black and silver radio over the refrigerator with the antenna out, and it was always like Patsy Cline or Loretta Lynn. Or I just think though that you should know that when I was growing up, Patsy Cline and Loretta Lynn, although they're country stars, obviously, as a kid they were just stars, and as a kid they played everything on AM radio. Sorry to say that, some of you guys weren't even a twinkle at that point, but we used to listen to everything all together, not in a little compartment. So for me, Patsy Cline was a glamorous, almost like a movie star, and Loretta Lynn was glamorous, and she had she would wear a hat sometimes, and it was very, she was a TV star. So it was fun to do some of the stuff, and I was lucky to have all the wonderful people that I worked with, from Tony Brown, who put the band together and was my producing partner, and William Whitman, who I dragged him down to do this too. The poor bastard. I dragged him a lot of places. Since 1983, I've been pushing him into all kinds of things, but he always makes the music sound so alive. And the band that played with me, and of course the wonderful guests like Vince Gill, who, you gotta hate him. He's kind of perfect, No, he's the sweetest fellow, and he actually is a shredder on guitar. Not many people realize what an extraordinary guitar player he is. And he has a voice like butter, and he writes, and and he has a great vibe. And I had asked him to come in and help me lay down the track for Detour, because I knew he would have that cowboy swing thing.